Have you ever played the original Doom from 1993 and thought to yourself, this is a fun game. I just wish it had a more wholesome, Christian, family-driven experience? Well, look no further. Super 3D Noah's Ark might be just the game you're looking for. This game has quite an interesting story to tell. There are some clues to this game's past in both the name and the official store artwork on Steam. Notice anything? Yeah, this is a Super Nintendo port. Back in the early 90s, this game actually began production as a Hellraiser video game, but eventually shifted away from the property as to not tarnish the family-friendly reputation developer Wisdom Tree had. Pretty weird, right? Just wait, it gets weirder. According to Wikipedia, Super 3D Noah's Ark is the only commercially released SNES game in the United States that was not officially sanctioned by Nintendo. Why? I don't know. I couldn't find an answer to that question anywhere on the internet. Wisdom Tree actually had to put a special chip into the game cartridge to circumvent Nintendo's copyright protection in order for the game to be played on official hardware, much like a Game Genie. It's been over 2 decades since this game originally came out, and as of 2015, the game is available digitally for $5 on Steam. Aside from the fact that it is a pretty cool piece of history, is the game actually fun to play? Let's take a look. This is a Doom/Wolfenstein clone through and through. It even uses the same engine. The premise is simple. Your time on the Ark is dwindling down, and the animals are beginning to get restless. It's up to you to calm them down by shooting food at them. Your standard weapon is a slingshot, but there are a variety of different types of slingshots you can collect on the Ark. In addition to your basic one, there's a shotgun-style one, and one that fires rapidly like a machine gun. There are also special slingshots that carry special ammunition, like one that fires eggs, and one that fires watermelons, which are basically rockets. God forbid you run out of ammo on your slingshots, you'll be forced to feed the animals by hand, which is a surefire way to get killed. One of the game's largest flaws is how terrible the responsiveness is when trying to shoot at the animals. With the exception of your special ammo weapons, none of the basic slingshots have any projectile animations. The animals themselves don't do anything when they get hit either, so it's literally impossible to tell if you're even hitting them until they go down. The opposite is also true. The enemy projectiles have no animations, so you have no idea which way to lean to dodge. It makes the combat super unresponsive and just visually frustrating to watch. The enemy variety is surprisingly good. Not in the gameplay, mind you. They are all basically the exact same. Everyone spits on you. I think with the exception of this goat who donkey kicks you, all the other animals in the game spit on you and do nothing else. But visually, there's some nice variety here. There are even unique sprites for all 6 boss monsters in the game. The boss fights can be tough, even on the easiest difficulty setting. They take a lot of hits, and usually take place in open rooms where they can just endlessly fire on you without you having the chance to get behind any cover. This open room design is a stark contrast to the rest of the game, however. The Ark is an absolute labyrinth. The corridors are windy and nonsensical, but worst of all, everything in this game looks the same. I have no idea how to distinguish one room from the next. Seriously, there's no difference between any of the levels in this game. I have to open and close my map constantly, and even then, the map is lacking a lot of key information. Most importantly of which is, well, the keys. The only thing you need to do in each level is open the door to get to the next. But that door is hidden behind other doors that, you guessed it, are locked. You'll be collecting a number of different keys, and that's how you'll be spending a majority of your time. Since these keys are in no way hinted at on the map, you'll be constantly combing through every single room and exhausting every single passage until you finally find it. It's an extreme lesson in patience, which maybe is one of the Christian values that this game is trying to teach. What's worse is that even when you find the keys, you have to remember which door they opened. The locked doors aren't distinguished from the unlocked on the map in any way. So good luck walking through every single hallway again just to find that one locked door from 10 minutes ago. There are some other things you'll be collecting on your journey. Thankfully, the following are optional. There are some fruits which don't really do anything, but hey, whatever. The best are these scrolls. They will heal you when you pick them up and sometimes reward an extra life. Just be prepared to answer a Genesis-related Bible question. I hope you paid attention in grammar school, everyone, because you better know what a cubit is if you want that extra life. Maybe I need to play Doom or Wolfenstein to completion to get a feel for how they controlled, but did either of these games have you walking this freaking fast? Do you guys see how fast I'm going? This is considered Noah's walk speed. Yeah, that's right, he has a run speed too. Look at this. I'm not speeding up the footage as a gag. Seriously, what is going on? I can't even tell what's happening. I wish I could tell you guys what the ending of this game was, but I got stuck on level 5 out of 6. I'm stumped. I think a third of my time in this game has been walking around on this level trying to figure out where I should be going. Oh well, I guess I'll never know. I'm gonna make a prediction that there's gonna be some sort of on the 7th day he rested style theme for the ending, given that there's, 6 levels. But you'll have to look up a YouTuber who's more skilled at gaming than me if you actually want to see that ending for yourself. I think the one saving grace that this game has is that it looks pretty good for a Super Nintendo game. Yeah, that's it, really. There are no other redeeming qualities other than the hilarious premise. The execution of everything here is just terrible. A lot of games come together to be greater than the sum of their parts, though. When looked at as a whole, is that the case here? Nope. Totally isn't. Almost every single individual piece of this game is bad, and they come together to make something horrible.